We are live. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the May 2021 Ultimate Glittery Goal Goodness, Greatness, Goal Amazingness, Goal Getting Challenge. Holy cow. I am so glad that you are here with me. Yay. Welcome to day one of our Goal Getting Challenge. Today, we're going to be talking about what you really want and how to get there. But first, let me tell you a little bit about how this is all working. So I'm glad that you're here. We're streaming live into my Facebook group, Creative Strategies for Leaders and Teams, and there will also be a replay. So for whatever email you gave when you signed up for this challenge, that will be the email that the replay goes to. So some days you can be on live, some days you can't. That's okay. The content will still be there for you. But I highly recommend that if you are on Facebook, that you engage in the Facebook groups because there's going to be giveaways and goodies and all sorts of greatness that happens. So comment. Something resonates with you. You like something you hear, be sure and put a comment because I will be giving away to those who comment. We're going to have a homework thread inside our Facebook group where you post a picture of the homework, the actions that you're doing. And every day I'm going to draw a winner. And then there will be a grand prize at the end of our challenge. And it's worth over $500 because I'm a big activator, but I have to be motivated. And so I like to get things and that helps me keep motivated. Now I'm going to be doing this alongside you. I'm not just preaching and teaching here, my friends. This is for all of us to do together. So with that being said, you're going to need your workbook. And if you checked it out, it is in the Facebook group. I will also put it in the replay email that you get. It looks like this. You should be seeing my screen right now. And it's got a couple pages. I did it as a PDF, so you can easily click it and put your information in there if you'd like, or of course, you can just take a picture of it, print it out, do whatever it is that you need to be sharing that along the way. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get started. Welcome again. Okay, let me remind you who I am. Some of you know me, some of you don't, and yay, who I am excited to. Thank you for being here, whether you are live or replay. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am. My name is Suzanne Castle, and I run my own consulting firm. I do a lot of work with leaders and teams, but I also do stuff with people. I just came back from a big event in Palm Beach, and we were really working on uncovering system blocks and beliefs that keep us from being the whole worthy person that we are. And I speak in those events a lot because I really believe that we are our own worst enemy, especially when it comes to chasing after our dreams. So I have a whole company that's devoted to helping people shine a little bit brighter. It's called the Sparkle Factor, and the systematic things that we can do every day that are personalized and customized to each person. I have my system, you're going to develop your system, but that it helps keep us accountable, successful, and sustainable action so that we will do it, because that's the whole point, right? You could learn all that you want to learn, but if it's not part of your practice and if it seems too hard, you will never, ever, ever do it. I am the same way. So let's dive right in, shall we? Today is day one, and today is all about your magnificent wish. And today it's all about what you really want and how we are going to get there. So are you ready? I hope so. As we start in together, I want you to jot down. You might want to have another piece of paper or in the back of your workbook page. I want you to jot down something. I want you to jot down the importance of reminding yourself how much of a goal getter you already have been. Okay? You already have been. So literally, I have a piece of paper right here. We're gonna stop in just a minute. We're gonna do this. 2020 was definitely a shit show, right? But in spite of all of that, and a few months into 2021, what have you tangibly achieved? I want you to think about it with me, okay? What have you tangibly achieved? Okay? That is not your feelings, right? We're going to deal with those another time, okay? I want you to take out that piece of paper. I want you to jot down the things, the big things, the small things. They must be tangible. No feelings, at least not yet. So real quick, because you're going to do part of this work as our action tonight together. So real quick, I want you to write down, maybe use Post-it notes, whatever you have near you. Write down a big thing or a small thing. Hurry, just get it out right now. Yep, right now. Go. Okay, I hope you have a couple things down. And I forgot to say, because it is happy hour, I have my glitter is appropriate no matter what cup. And you can have whatever you like alongside you, because I certainly will. All right. So if you want to say, what is something that you've accomplished in 2020 or so far this year, drop it in the chat. What is something that you've accomplished tangibly? So one thing that I did is I launched a whole new course, right? I have a whole new talk. That is one thing I've already done so far. A small thing that I've done is I have begun to teach my dogs how to walk. They're rescue pups. We got them during the holidays. They never walked on a leash. Small thing, yeah, but it has big impact. So what are those things, right? You got them down? Okay, now you're going to need to spend more time with this, and let me give you some tools to do that. Okay, so one way to maybe look at this in a more systematic way, maybe spend 20 or 30 minutes, is take out your calendar, right? That's what I do. I take out my calendar and I do like a quick once over, right? Or maybe I use Trello in my business. So maybe you could just glance back over your Trello boards. So think like, oh yeah, I spoke here. I did that. I planned this vacation. I lost 15 pounds. Who are your new friends or contacts that you suddenly have on your list, right? How many projects did you complete? Personal life or business life, it doesn't matter. Did you start a new hobby? Wow, how are you doing on that hobby? And I want us to start here as we think about our goal getting, because we start with a big, giant, celebratory go you hug. So right now, just hug yourself, because I'm not there. I can't run around the room like I normally would. I can't be throwing confetti in your face and giving you a hug. You have already been achieving goals. Isn't that fabulous? Doesn't that? I mean, did everything change about you? Because I hope so. All right. So sometime in the next couple of hours, at least by midday tomorrow, I want you to do this work. Okay. Just get a snapshot, review and remind yourself what you've done already. Be as specific to where you have been. Be very, very specific. Okay. Now, again, I'd love to hear, drop them in the comments now. You can drop them in the Facebook group later, whatever, but let me know a big thing, a small thing that you've already accomplished. But now I want to get into some magnificence, shall we? So my question to you is, do you have a wish? Do you have a wish? I'd love for you to put it in the chat. Maybe it's around health or happiness. Maybe it's wealth or lifestyle. Maybe it's a wish for your children. Like, my daughter's going to be a senior this year. I wish that she could have a normal education existence. That's not going to happen this year, the way we're doing school. And my wish for her is she gets into the college that she wants to get into, right? Maybe it's around education or traveling or charity. What is your magnificent wish? All right. Somewhere on your workbook or on your big goals, dreams kind of thing, I want you to write down what is a wish you have, or drop it in the chat right now. It's going to be really important that you have this with you. In fact, it's probably a good idea. I use Expo markers like this, and I write on my mirror in my bathroom. Maybe you want to write, my wish is. Don't worry about how big it seems. What is your wish? What is your magnificent wish? Now, I want you to believe this wish over the next 5 days we're together. Oh, and beyond that, okay? Because here is what I know. Who you have been is not an indicator of who you are or who you will be. Who you have been is not an indicator of who you are and who you will be. And I am carrying that all over me right now. I have written that down. It is everywhere I need it to be. So I'm going to say something that might sound a little crazy to you. Are you ready? You can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. Has anybody ever told you that? And not like in the, you're growing up and someone that was meaningful to you, a parent, a mentor, a family member. Oh, you can have whatever you want, sweetie. I'm not talking about that, right? I'm talking about right now, you can have whatever you want. You want a healthier body? Is that what your wish is? Sure. You want to travel the world? No problem. Do you want a different career? It can be done. You can accomplish anything you want. Now, This may sound like an infomercial mumbo jumbo, and right now you're probably checking out, but stay with me here, okay? Because it's not. It's actually common sense, and it works like this. Decide what you really, really want. Anybody singing that song in the background? So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Oh, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to, right? Decide what you really want. Determine how much you have to pay to get that thing, and then pay the price. That's it. Decide what you really want, determine how much you have to pay to get that thing, and then pay the price. You want to be wealthy? What will you have to pay in terms of hours of work, dedication, and focus? Do you want to run a marathon? One of my clients right now is training to run a marathon. So what will it cost you in terms of training and eating healthy and dedication? Do you want to travel? What will it require to make yourself location independent? How can you be a digital nomad? See, once you've calculated those things, you simply begin to pay down the cost of your goal. Mind-blowing, right? Mind-blowing. It always astounds me when I think about a goal I have, a big wish, a dream, and I write it down. And then I think about, okay, is that really what I want, right? And then I determine, okay, what am I going to have to pay in my life, in my energy, in my resources, in my education, in my friendships, in my leisure time? What am I going to have to pay? And I write it down, and then I can determine if I'm willing to pay that price. Anyone can do this. That's why I said this is the ultimate glittery goal-getting system, because it always works, and it will look different for you, and it looks different for me, and it looks different from client A to client B, because the starting place is determining what you want and what it will cost to get there. And once you've done that, you are well on your way to achieving your goal. You see, accomplishing anything in life, it takes hard work. We know that. It takes dedication to succeed. We also know that, or you wouldn't be sitting here right now. And some actually believe that there's luck involved, or some people believe that they've been given an unfair advantage, or that they're at the right place at the right time. I'm not saying that any of those things might not be true, but what I know is that most people have to work for what they want, and they have to pay a price. So in order to achieve any goal that we're going to set out, team goal-getting goodness right here today, there are a few series of steps that you can take to make that happen. So as we get clear over the next couple of days on how we decide what we want and how we set up our system to go after that, there are a few things I want to keep in mind, okay? So the first one is, I want you to know your outcome, okay? Know your outcome. Perhaps the most important part of the puzzle is knowing what you want to achieve in the first place. Okay, so you don't set out on a journey to accomplish a goal without first knowing what it is. So specificity matters here, and that's why I'm talking about it, because I suck at specificity, right? I just want it to be fuzzy. I just want it to feel good. I just want to lose weight. Specificity matters because there are many ways that a goal can be achieved, right? There are many ways to pay on that goal debt without, and you can't go in that achievement mindset without being specific about what you want. So to figure out your outcome, you want to determine your end result, what we were just talking about, and what it is you want to accomplish. So what does the end of your rainbow look like to you? Now, depending on your goals, maybe you need to ask yourself some questions like, how much weight do I want to lose? How much extra money do I want to make? What is the specific job promotion or title that I am after? You see, a non-specific, vague answer to one of those questions could be, my goal is to lose weight, right? However, we've got to be specific. We've got to decide how much weight that we want to lose. We got to decide, are we building tone and muscle along the way? Because that's going to actually create you to gain weight, right? Is it shrinking into a certain size? We have to include other factors that are important to you that go about losing the weight, which is your diet and your exercise, how much you sleep, your stress level, right? So when you have specific, vague answers, it doesn't work because then you can't figure out the cost of that, all right? The second thing that we need to keep in mind over the next couple of days is how we're going to find our inspiration, all right? Some people call this knowing your why. I teach a whole class on this, right? Because knowing the reason for your goal is vitally important to you achieving it. So I want you to consider your motivations. Do you want to feel better about yourself and increase your self-esteem? I hear that one a lot. Are you doing this challenge in order to obtain a healthier relationship with yourself or with your partner? Maybe you're doing this for your kids or to have a better life with your family. You see, for your greatest success, your reason for going after your goal needs to be something inspiring, something that will motivate you when times get tough. All right? And then I definitely want us to begin to think about how we're going to pick that effective strategy, which honestly, that's what all the rest of the days are about. Because a good strategy, I know, is necessary for me to reach my goals. I know it is true for you too. And there are many different ways, many different paths, many different strategies for any goal, depending on what you want to accomplish. So keeping with that weight loss, because right, we've all got that COVID-15 going on, or at least I have like COVID-7. All right. There are more than several weight loss plans you can find if your goal is to lose weight. Could do no carb, you could do keto, you could do low calorie. What else could you do? You could carb cycle, you could fast, right? The diet plan that requires special shakes and drinks, right? There are those that require you to cut out certain food groups altogether. All right. So see, in essence, this strategy, it's like a recipe for goal-getting goodness. So if you follow the recipe that someone has for success, then you also have more of a chance of success if you follow that same recipe. But you've got to find the strategy that works for you, right? Some of us could never, ever, ever eat red meat. We might be vegan, right? So having a diet that has lots of red meat, all right, or lamb or organ meat in it is not going to work for us. So we have to find that good place to start with a strategic mindset. So maybe you've got to do some research. We have to have someone like me and this whole team around us to help, to talk, to charter that same path, who've achieved similar goals as we have. We have to ask the right questions. Maybe we need to interview a coach or a mentor, another individual that'll come alongside us and give us accountability, someone that'll give us insight, someone that'll text us at 4 a.m. and remind us to go run, right? All of this is strategy, and only you know what's going to work. But I hope to help all of us uncover, because I'm going to be doing the work too. This is literally my goal-getting journal right here. This is what I'm doing, and I'm filling out the homework pages too. And we're going to go in more depth, like I said, in this challenge in the next 2 days especially. And then we're going to spend time on how to keep us in our goal-getter status, right? So I want you to check out your workbook for an outline of today's action, right? I went through those questions at the top, and then there's 2 gold boxes. Right? If you didn't grab yours, remember, check your email. It'll be in there with the replay of this video. Okay, so I want you to think quickly with me, alongside me. Okay, because in your workbook, if you look at that page right there, it asks you to write down 5 things that you really want. 5 things. Now, before you do that, you need to go back to what we talked about at the beginning, which is your big things and small things. I want you to activate that goal-getter goodness that's already inside of you, okay? I'm going to do it too. So 5 things that you really want. You want you to think of things that would truly make a difference in your life. Truly, okay? Like a pair of shoes. I love you. God love you. But guess what? A pair of shoes are not going to make a difference in your life unless they give you the self-confidence to go ask for the promotion. Do you see what I'm saying? So get clear, all right? So if you're struggling with this, and I usually do, I start with things that are reasonable. Like I'm going to lose 10 pounds in 90 days or whatever, okay? Or I'm going to save an X number of dollars. Because I want you to get the feel of how this is going to work over the next couple of days, okay? So once you've selected your goal, your target, your objective, then you're going to calculate the cost to achieve it, right? All right, now here's the thing that you might want to jot down, all right? You want to include the following when you're thinking about cost. This is where people get stuck, all right? Think about time, think about money, think about your relational cost. In other words, your friendships, your partners, right? If you're doing this for a business perspective, the relationships that you might need to network with that you don't have right now. Or maybe like one of the things I wrote down as one of the big things I accomplished in 2020 is I got rid of some toxic relationships so that I have space for people who really can help me in this next phase of my life, right? So what is the health cost? Especially if you have a health goal, this is really important. Or if you're going to go after a big dream, you're going to have to maybe change your hours. What's your health cost? What's your diet cost, right? Diet also not just meaning food. Your diet of what you're feeding your brain as far as entertainment or news or what you're going to read. Your entertainment cost as well. What you may have to give up. Like you might have to give up your Netflix binging sessions during this sprint, right? And any other costs that you can think of, because they will be different person to person, okay? So once you've determined these things, we together, I am grabbing our virtual hands. We're well on our way to achieving our goals. This is the first step in creating a plan that's going to guarantee you achieving those things. That's the ultimate, right? That's why you're here. Okay, it is time for you to get busy. So I want you to write down your desires in your class. Let me know what you decide. I'm going to start a homework thread in the Facebook group. Take a picture of your homework page and put it in there because remember, I'm giving away all sorts of goodies all week long, okay? And everybody that's participating along the way with comments and pictures, etc., it will be entered in the grand prize. Every time you comment, you get an entry for the grand prize that's worth over $500, okay? But at least share at least one. If you don't want to put down your whole homework page, that's fine. Or you could take a picture of your journal. But at least share one of your big wishes that you're going to work on. And I don't want you to be shy. Okay, real quick before we stop, some people have a hard time when it comes to those costs. Those things are going to have to give up. So it could be thing like surfing the internet. Okay, checking Facebook all the time, but if you want to check it while we're doing the challenge, okay? Maybe playing a game on your smartphone, right? Or maybe you spend too much time worrying about outcomes. Maybe that's something that you want to give up. Procrastination, maybe, okay? So you don't have time for unsupportive behaviors when you're aiming high. All right, so do we have this? We get this? It's internally inside you. Remember, what is your wish? Okay, remember, today is all about your magnificent wish. And stay tuned for tomorrow, same time. Bring your beverage because we're going to go create a fail-proof system for moving you forward on your goals every single day. Doesn't that sound fabulous, right? So tell me what you want, what you really, really want, right? Because that's where it all starts. Okay, let's see. I think I'm looking at my sticky note. Comment, you get an entry, show up live. I'm going to unleash some gifts around the way. Oh, yeah, let's do that now. Okay, so if you are on live, I'm going to go back and look at this right now. Actually, no, let's do this. If you're on live and you're watching, we've got several people on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're watching live, write your name in the comment. Okay, I see Karen, I see Carol. Money loves specificity. That's right, Carol. Okay, write your name in the comment. Okay, write your name. I'm waiting. Real quick, write your name in the comments. I'm going to choose someone that writes their name quickly, and I'm going to send to you a goal journal, right? It's a digital copy of my goal journal. It's what I designed. It's what I use, okay? I'm going to send you a copy of that. Karen, good job. One of your goals is to improve health habits. The cost, discipline for habit change. Yep. Time planning, doctor appointments, biggie. Yep. Give up screen time. Judy, hi. Okay, so we've got Judy, we've got Karen, we've got Carol. Okay, I'm going to give it just a few minutes and I will post the winner. And if you win and you're not on Facebook, don't worry. You will get the gold journal in your email along with the replay of this. Okay, we have a lot of work to do. I promised you these would be 30 minutes or less, and they will be 30 minutes or less. Okay, awesome. Action rocks, right? Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to see you tomorrow. More goodies if you're able to be here live. Message me or comment with any questions. Let's get you rocking. Don't stay stuck. Okay, I'm Suzanne Castle. You are a goal-getter. I am so glad that you're here. I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central. Don't be late. See you soon.